This week at the House of Mario, Josh and I congratulate Hugh Morris on being a massive chick magnet. 2 unreleased Virtual Boy games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and Nintendo won't let us see those nipples in dispatch. Hugh Morris is pissed. Come on in. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 power star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 347 are open. Looking forward to sitting down with my good mate Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, how have you been the last week? I'm glad to see you. You're looking nice in your GameCube shirt. What's going on?
Hello, thank you. Feeling pretty good. Yourself, Drew, there in your white singlet. Like I wore a darker t-shirt, thinking, Drew's going to usually be in the black as well. But now we've done the opposites again, which is nice. But now going very well. Keeping busy. Things are always happening. Things always moving, and gaming's always part of that for me. But yeah, lots to talk about as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You say like about me wearing a white shirt. Was it a year or so ago? You made a comment that I always wear black. I'm like, yes, I do. And I think in the last 12 months or 6 months or something, I've really come to appreciate the white shirt. And it's not for the reasons you might think. Because typically I wore the black shirts because they don't get dirty all that easy. You know, you drop a bit of food, it shows up. And I have had some just awful mistakes of like in Melbourne, I was wearing a white shirt. I spilt some hot chocolate on it. It was game over. I literally stained it. That was in the bin.
You're done. Yeah.
It's done. But
you can't hide it.
Yeah, but the good thing about the white shirts is like the kids' snot. So I've got like little infant kids. Their snot, like you pick them up, they just wipe it on your shoulder. And I've always got like, looks like a snail's just living on top of my shoulder. But the white shirts, can't see any snot. You can see everything else, but not the snot. So I appreciate that about the white shirt. I feel like I look better in a white shirt on camera too. I don't know. Something about it.
I would think so. Yeah. I like to think so.
Maybe it's just because I blend into the...
Apparently you look bigger if you wear white. Black makes you look smaller.
Okay. Well, let's try and...
Someone told me that. And I don't know if I believe it, but that's what they told me.
Well, that's why I don't have the sleeves on. I just want to look huge on the House of Mario. I want to impress all...
You look freaking massive, Drew, right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I look bloody huge.
Pumping. Trying to impress Hugh Morris, I can tell.
Oh, Hugh Morris. I don't think he takes much impressing. I think he just takes everybody that... bends the knee to him, you know. Although he did reject poor, what's her name? What was her name?
Bends the knee or gets down on their knees? What did you say?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Bends the knee. I think it means the same thing. he just wants to go out with anybody. So he's a good bloke. We'll talk about him more later on. But I guess to start off things, Josh, a few rumors going around, but Nintendo Directs. This is a hot time of year where we're just sort of waiting for Nintendo to do a Nintendo Direct. Getting rumors left, right, and center, and it seems to be pointing towards a partner direct. How do you feel about that? You know, I guess there's a lot of games that we want to see from third parties, and you did state last week that you believe that there won't be a direct necessarily, because Nintendo's kind of got their cards lined up. They just sort of need to do some release dates and all of that for some games that we don't know release dates for, and I guess Tomodachi Life was one of them, but... How are you feeling about Nintendo Direct in the next couple of weeks or next few days, probably even?
Yeah, I've sort of predicted like Nintendo won't do a general Direct, and they'll do what they need to do to showcase their games and maybe a partner Direct as well. They didn't explicitly say that, but I suppose it goes part of my prediction if there's no general. So. It doesn't surprise me, Drew. Like, we know so many things coming out in the next couple of months, and they've just filled in the blanks slightly, haven't they? They've given us a release date for the Super Mario Bros. Wonder DLC. We've just had a full-on direct to Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. That gets released in April. And we'll get something for Yoshi, I imagine, next month or the month after, and they'll come out in May, maybe. So, they're just going to, sprinkle us stuff like that until maybe, I don't know, can we get all the way to June for the next Direct? Because, maybe Fire Emblem's coming out in June or July as well. And I just don't think they need it right now. And I think they know it as well. And it can wait. And, let's get some focus on the third-party stuff. Because I think it's gotten better, but I think there's still a few people wanting to see what the other non-Nintendo developers are doing, publishers are doing for the Switch too. So, yeah, I full on believe we'll get one this week for the partner showcase. But yeah, it just won't be a general direct, and we won't get one till to June. It's my guess now.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited about the third party one. There's always a couple of games that I want to see, especially if they're new games and not just ports. And I believe we would have a really good chance of seeing Duskbloods at this thing too, since it is
that's right,
like a third party with FromSoft at the helm of it. So yeah, in some ways we will see a Nintendo published game, and maybe even Yoshi. I don't know. They don't count Good Feel as like a third party or a second party, really, do they? Like Super Princess Peach.
I believe so.
Princess Peach Showtime. That wasn't.
Do
you
remember the new Luminous Ocean? Because that was part of a.
Yeah, that's right.
Partner direct.
Yeah, was it Another Code? That was that one. Yeah, a couple of years ago.
I don't know about Another Code.
I think that.
But, Endless Ocean Luminous definitely was. That was part of a partner showcase.
Yeah, I remember that being pretty exciting. Popping up.
Yeah, so Arika developed it and it's still published by Nintendo. So yeah, there might be some pseudo things.
Yeah, it's just like, that type of release. It's going to get overshadowed pretty quickly in a Nintendo specific direct. So chuck it into the third party one. I don't think it really made or broke it for a lot of people. But yeah, no, I think it's pretty likely to be a partner direct. But who knows? This conversation might be outdated very quickly. So it'll be interesting to see just what it turns into. And of course, we'll be talking about it on our respective shows when that comes up. I'll probably be live streaming it too. I had a lot of fun live streaming the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream direct. And very it's funny because like Koizumi was like, well, thank you very much for joining us for the direct. And I couldn't help myself. I'm like, where else would I be at 12:30 in the morning watching a Tomodachi Life? Where else would I be? Bed? No, I'm far too excited. I want to see what this game has to offer. Jeez.
No, I'll wait until the morning.
Yeah. No, if it wasn't for like
I enjoyed it a lot, but yeah, not with the late sleep.
It was just for the content, Josh. The content. Got to think about the content. Capital C.
Content.
Yeah. So yeah.
Great.
All right. So let's do some housekeeping. You can check out the House of Mario live every Monday, 8:30 Australian Central Standard Time on youtube.com/iDruby. You can join the Homestead Discord to be a part of the community. Leave notes in our letterbox to read here on the show. And yes, there is a link in the show notes. Go and check that out. And the last week, I've been doing some live streaming. Been doing, a new format of show for me. Little solo show called the iDruby Gamescast Live. And my idea behind it is it's a live recording of a solo podcast. So my idea is that I quite often find it hard to find the time to go and record a video or something like that. And checking when I did my last recording, that was 5 months ago. I'm like, Jesus Christ, time goes so quick. And so got to make it happen. So it works so well for me doing this show, The House of Mario. We do it live, don't have to worry about editing or anything like that. And Josh and I have our little dedicated time each week to do it. So I thought I would create the same thing for myself to do some other type of content. So the last week, I've recorded episodes about the games that I played in January, and I did another episode planning the games I want to play in February as well. And my idea for it is just to do like a chill, relaxing, just stream about games. So if you're into that type of content, go and check it out on YouTube or podcast services. You can check out the iDruby Gamescast on podcast services. And it's the type of content that I like listening to. Sometimes it's people overthinking their gaming, and I quite enjoy that. Just people really trying to plan it out and have fun with it. It suits me. So if you have ADHD or a bit of OCD or anything like that, I'm sure you might enjoy it. But Josh, on your side of things, Nintendo Maniacs, brand new episode out the last couple of hours. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, finally got my act together. I've just released an episode. It's with Michaela, Mickey, and talked all things Animal Crossing in the big new update from the other week. Shared our thoughts on the Tomodachi Life Direct, and things we've been playing, things that caught our interest, like Poker Park Kanto that released the other week, and all sorts of chill vibes. If you love cats, we have a new cat. So watch the video on YouTube or on Spotify. There's a video version on Spotify as well. Little Cloud gets some screen time, and he's a bundle of absolute joy. So yeah, check it out. Nintendo Maniacs.
Absolutely. And I better just put out, I guess, a shout out just to an episode of the Idruba Gamescast I put out today, just relevant to a recent release on Switch, Dispatch. I sat down with Zach and recorded the spoiler cast all about Dispatch. So go and check that out too if you've rushed through Dispatch on Switch 2 and you want to check it out. Just spoilers, I guess, for the rest of the what we're going to cover, but no nipples, no penises in the Switch version.
Just the way Nintendo likes it, everyone.
Yeah.
If you don't care or agree with that, then you get the hell out. That's just what Nintendo feels,
Safe search is stuck on.
Too damn bad, everyone.
Yeah. All right, Josh, this is a topic that you actually brought to my attention. I thought it'd be fun to run through on the show. You've started a Nintendo Metacritic guessing game. So you'll be the best one to describe what this is, but I thought it would be fun just to go through our picks on the show. You've gone through, and I think you've done some of your picks. I haven't done any. And yeah, so what's this all about?
Yes, so this is in the Nintendo Maniacs Discord, which is free to join. We've got a sub-server channel, and it's just a Metacritic guessing game. So it's free to join at the moment. And the first release that we're just going to guess Nintendo published games, their Metacritic score. So they'll get a score aggregated from all the game reviewers. And then 1 week after release, whatever that score is, that's going to be the final score for that game. Whatever Nintendo publishes for the year, everyone gets a chance to guess it. The closer you are, if you get like bang on, you're going to get like 10 points, I think. Within 1 to 2 points of the score, you get 7 points, and it sort of goes down like that. So bit of fun. Yeah, like I said, free to join. You just go into this Google Doc in the server there. Just fill out your name, all the guesses. Change them as much as you want in the lead up to the release. But once the release date's hit, you can't change it anymore. I'll lock it somehow, and we'll go from there. So it should be good fun. And there'll be a prize at the end for the best guesser.
Oh, yeah. So can people...
eShop gift card.
Yeah, beautiful. Can people still get involved now? Like, it's just before Mario Tennis Fever. Is that the cutoff for anybody else?
I suppose they can join at any time. Just the first scoring game will be Mario Tennis Fever. So if you're listening to this in April or something, you probably missed a few games. You might not win, but you'd be welcome to join still and catch in. But the first scored game will be in a couple of weeks, the 12th of Feb, with Mario Tennis Fever. Yeah,
absolutely. You'll be able to go and get the invite to Nintendo Maniacs Discord channel, I guess on your socials, Josh, or in your podcast description and things like that. That's where you keep it.
Yeah, and I'll post a link to this live cast as well. If you're listening on YouTube, access it there as well if you want.
Oh, cool. Yeah, in the comments. Yeah, we have access to this. So I'm so podcast minded that it's like, well, we've got no way of communicating with you. It's out into the ether and fend for yourself. Do the best you can.
Yeah, correct.
But yeah, I mean, let's jump straight into it then. So I'll look at yours quickly. So you've only done Mario Tennis Fever. Are you sort of holding off for the other ones to get closer to get more of a idea?
I can do others. Yeah. Yep. We can do them all. Because you can change them any time until the release date.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to do some mind games and make people think the game's going to be high, then you do a low score.
Yeah, you're like, just put a 0 there, and everyone's like, oh wow, it's going to be that bad. Oh, I better do a 1 then. All right, well, yeah, start off with yours then. Mario Tennis Fever. How are you feeling about this? What's your guess?
Yeah, I'm going to go, it looks better than Aces. And then Aces got like mid-70s or something, or 77, I think. So I'm just going to do like slightly higher. I'm doing 79 at the moment. It might get early 80s, low 80s, but I think that's like the cusp of like a sports game. It's just not going to get any more than that. So
No. Yeah, I
think 79 for now for me.
I think, the 70s are definitely a good place to be. Just looking at this game, it doesn't look like it would get like a mediocre score. It doesn't look like it would get in the 60s, for example. And yeah, you're right. I don't think it's going to blow us away and reviewers are going to be, whoo, and put it in the 80s, like call it a great game. So I think 70 is definitely the good place to be. I think I'm like just off the top of my head, it definitely comes down to like probably the 75, 76. So I'll probably just say 75. Just looking at some other guesses here in the league with Dan 81, Mike 85, Compie 76, about where I am, Zach's 79. Yep. So yeah, we we're all in roughly the same spot, but I got to say, people in the 80s, you're crazy. I mean, really, Mike, 85. Come on, what is that? I mean,
it really could blow us away. It could be an amazing game for all we know.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope Mike in a couple of weeks can come back to me and go, Drew, you paid me out on your silly little show, but you're wrong. You're wrong, God damn it. And I'll take that L because, yeah, I would like a fun tennis game to keep coming back to. But I haven't had that in a long time. So is that going to be different now? I don't know. So yes, roughly the same on that one. But Pokopia, this is one I'm a bit more confident in. We don't really have anything to go off of. Like Pokemon hasn't really done this before. I think it's been developed by Megaforce, which is like a really strange developer pairing for like a game like this from Koei Tecmo. But I'll take it. I hope they do a great job. I'm more confident in this one. I'll go in probably the 80s. I'll probably be like an 83 on Pokopia. I'll be more confident in that.
Yeah, I think that's more fair. I've done 83, so I'm kind of like a bit more bullish on it. And I just you
did the same.
I think it's just got that type of game where I think it will, a lot of people will really like it, but then I think there'll be some people reviewers that just aren't as convinced by it. So I think low 80s for me.
Cool. Yeah, and it looks like everyone else is in the similar ballpark. Yeah, about them. We're all confident. Good for that. Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. I definitely feel 70s on this one, and personally, don't know. Going off the other games, I'll put like Princess Peach and some of the other ones at like a 5 on my little personal rating. But yeah. How do you feel about Yoshi in the Mysterious Book? It's a hard one to go off because it kind of looks cool, but yeah, I'm not confident.
I've been burnt by these games before. It looks really nice. I just don't know if the gameplay is going to be there. I'm thinking 69. Just even below 70.
Yeah.
Just not sure yet. Yeah. If anything, maybe it's touched too low, and I might need to add a couple of points for low 70s. But I don't think any more than that.
It's funny because like the number you think of straight away for like some of these games, you're like, like 7 comes to mind straight away. Everyone who complains about IGN giving out 7s all the time, but maybe there's something to it. A 7's just like it's fine number. But yeah, I'll go with like a straight 70, I reckon, for Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. I was just thinking like Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. We know a bit more about this game now, so probably know as much as we will know until the game actually comes out. And I guess we'll talk about it in depth a little bit more later, but I don't know how, like, will this be a relatively big success? Because since the last game sold really well, like 7 million copies on 3DS. So with the big explosion in cozy gaming as a genre and just content creators following it and all of this type of thing, will it be an even bigger game on Switch with like a much larger pool of people to grab from? Or it could just be one of those Nintendo games that just goes unnoticed a little bit. I don't know. But 70 comes to mind, like 70 something comes to mind as well. I'm going to say maybe a little bit higher just to even things out, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 81. I'll say 81 for Tomodachi Life, but don't know. What are your impressions from the Direct? How are you feeling about
it? I think I did a very similar thing to you, Drew. I watched the 3DS Direct beforehand and then watched the new one, and it's some very similar gameplay themes and the content, how they talked about it. So I think from how I've interpreted it, it's very like built on from that series and adding new things, and it's the different spins on the island, so to speak. So it looks really nice. I think it's going to be like how in depthful this is. Is this a bit of a shallow experience and you sort of get your short, quick time out of it and then you're done, or is this going to be a bit more in depth and you get that value for money kind of feel? Because I think it will get docked a little if it's a little short or the perceived value isn't there. So I've done high 70s at the moment, 78, but I really wish this is going to get. I hope this gets into the 80s.
Yeah, I do too, because I wouldn't mind it taking more of my time than I think it will. But yeah, especially coming after Pokopia, that's kind of the little cozy game that I want to spend my time in. Probably. We'll see once we actually play them.
Yep.
But Rhythm Heaven Groove, we've got like no idea what this game is apart from another Rhythm Heaven game. I think this will score probably pretty well though. Like if it's a good game, so probably I don't want to say too much more than like the low 80s for this one, but who knows? I'll go a little bit higher for this one, maybe even 85. But yeah, that's knowing literally nothing about it apart from just what the rest of the series had to offer.
Yes. I'm excited for this. I'm keen to check it out. I just feel there'll be some reviewers who just reviewed this game and it's just, you just press A and that's all it is. And, it's hard to give this a 10 out of 10 kind of experience, even if it's really solid or like nothing really feels wrong with it. So I've done like mid 70s, 75 for this one. Again, I'm not quite sure on this one, but I just feel like its ceiling's lower than other games on this list here.
It is tough because it started off as like a Touch Generations game on DS. So in 2026 for full price, just say $80 on Switch, will it justify itself? Like I love rhythm games, I love WarioWare, I love like the games that team does, the quirkiness and everything. But yeah, as far as like somebody just playing it for the first time who doesn't have that callback and nostalgia for the DS and Wii days, it's a little bit maybe tougher sell. Another game we know nothing about, Josh, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. How you feeling about this? It looks cool, but
yeah, like we haven't seen really much, just the reveal trailer. Like I'm looking at Three Houses, they got 89. This is effectively like the successor to that. A lot of guesswork here, but I think this is the one that could score the highest and probably should score the highest out of all of them. I've done 87 at the moment. But yeah, obviously we'll see more leading up to it, and I might be able to. I most likely will change my guess, but whether it's higher or lower remains to be seen. But yeah, I think 87.
87.
If I have to guess right now.
Yeah. High 80s is probably a good bet. Like low 90s, don't know. Do you by chance know what Fire Emblem Three Houses has on Metacritic at the moment?
89. It got
89. Yeah.
Hang on, right now. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I might go in between that then. I might go 88.
Snookered me.
Yes. Yeah. This is a game I don't know if this will get reviews. Like it's going to be like a more of a. I guess it is a paid product on Switch, but it's free to play from what I understand on mobile devices. Pokemon Champions. So the standalone battling game or app that you can integrate with Pokemon. No, not Pokemon Bank. What's it called now? Pokemon. What's it called? Pokemon Box? No. Oh, I've forgotten. I'm living in the past, Josh. What's that Pokemon app called where you store your Pokemon?
Pokemon Home.
Home, that's the one. Pokemon Home. So it's got Pokemon Home integration. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I want to just like jump into battles, whether it's on your phone or your Switch. I think it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, I wonder if it'll get reviewed since it is a paid product on Switch. I guess it could. But
yeah, TCG Pocket's got a Metacritic score. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. That's 75.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I probably will then. Yeah. It's just it won't be like before launch. Won't be like review codes and all that type of thing. I wouldn't imagine. But yeah, no, cool. Yeah, what's for this Pokemon game?
I don't know. I've done 70 just for that same reason, Drew. Like it's a mobile game. Like you have to pay for it still, but. Yeah, like is this literally just like a battle revolution game where you just sort of battle each other and there's not much else to it? So I just don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean they gave a big breakdown last year in the Pokemon Presents. It's like cool, but it's like next year. That's why like the 2026 year on it seems so surprising because they broke the whole game down. It's like, well, see you next year. It's like, man, how is it? how long does it take to get the app out? Usually rush everything. Why is this one taking so long?
Yeah, correct.
And the last one, Splatoon Raiders. No, literally nothing about this one, but it'll probably be good. 84. What about you?
Yeah, I've done low 80s, 81. Again, no idea, but just it's a spin-off. I think probably a good time for Splatoon to get a spin-off right now. 'Cause I love some of like the Salmon Runs and the other sort of non online kind of modes. So yeah, I'm keen to have Splatoon experienced in a different way. So, but again, I just don't know. So 81 at the moment, and this might not even come out this year. It's still not even confirmed for this year, but I've just got it on the list there.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough.
Just in case.
Yeah, yes, those last few games, don't know. We'll try and we'll keep up with it. So yeah, if you want to join the Nintendo Maniacs Discord channel, in I guess Josh's socials or anything like that, go and check it out. All right, let's jump into some topics about the current events, Josh. Stuff that's happened in the last week in the world of Nintendo. The biggest one is just Nintendo had a direct, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. So basically a big breakdown of all the features and things within the game. The game is coming out April. When's the game coming out? What does this Vooks article tell me? The 16th. It's coming down on the 16th, Josh. So I guess we can talk about some of the things the direct shown off. But how are you feeling about it, Josh? Are you looking forward to buying this? You're going to give it a miss? What's your sort of read on this one?
I'm looking forward to it. This is stupid, wacky humor that I really love. And ever since this game got announced last year, I've kind of just like looked into the series a bit more and like looked at the 3DS Direct back in the day. I've kind of tried to look for the 3DS version at an affordable price, but it's just expensive, man. I'm kind of just like, I'll wait. So I'm waiting for this. And the Direct like confirmed to me, like, yeah, it's building on from the 3DS game, has some cool new features to it. Not fundamentally different or anything, but I'm coming into it new, so like it's all going to be a great new experience for me. So I love the whole me creation idea here. I got a little offended that they had to introduce to people what a me was. I thought that was a bit disrespectful and rude.
Yeah,
like, come on, like
God, with that old,
Jesus,
yeah, exactly.
Really? We that old. Like this is a me. Like, man, surely everyone knows that, but probably not. Evidently not.
No. Well, it's the Wii's 20th anniversary. There's a lot of people in between the Wii and the current day. Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's the issue. And then you can make Mii's on your Switch, but they never really promote it, do they? It's not a real.
I've never made a Mii on my Switch.
There you go.
I've never made one. It's like, why?
Really? Yeah.
I guess your avatar. That's kind of it, and maybe like Switch Sports and things. But
Switch Sports, yeah. Smash Bros. Still, but
yeah.
That's about it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be like reading into it like it's a bit of a like smash hit. Like people love this game, and so I think there'll be a bit of buzz for this come April, hopefully that continues on and people are really keen to play this one again. I'm just curious to know, because it's just like it's a Switch 1 game and not Switch 2, how that impacts the sales of it. Or no, it doesn't matter if you got a Switch 2 really, because you can buy it either way. So will that sort of help it out now that people are still in the Switch ethos, whether they do have a Switch 1 or Switch 2. So it doesn't matter for anyone, really. You just buy the game now and you can play whatever you have. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to have some fun with the Miis. I'm slightly worried that you won't be able to get create really good Mii creations out there, because I know with Miitopia, they had a really great tool where you could just import people's builds of Miis, and you could literally I got the Green Goblin. I got J. Jonah from Spider-Man and just all these stupid characters, Peach and Mario and Waluigi, and I just added them into my game. So I hope that kind of import feature still works, but there's no online or something they said in this game. I think I read somewhere it's something like that. So that's got me a little bit worried.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a bit of a, I guess, slight controversy after the game was shown, like the next day. Like you can't share screenshots. That feature's blocked on the Switch, as well as like no online. I don't feel that badly about no online, but to me, the whole appeal of this game is like, oh my god, like me and Josh are doing something funny in the room. It's made me laugh. I take a screenshot and I share it in the Discord, or I share it on Blue Sky or whatever have you, or you just have it in your photo album just to go, that's funny. You can't even do that. You can't even look back at your memories on your Switch.
I think it's crazy. I think, like, are they that worried that the media are too lifelike or something? Or I just don't understand. Like, it just feels like overkill.
Yeah. The whole thing is just like, you make a Trump me, you make a, Putin me, you make him like fall in love, you take a screenshot, you put it online, Fox News picks it up, Nintendo's in the shit, they just want to avoid that. But it's like, I don't know, man, just anybody that's offended over like whatever characters one specific person puts in a game and what they do, that's kind of on them. I wouldn't be like, oh, this Nintendo game. Like there's a lot of other games in the industry that would cop more heat for that type of situation. Like in Minecraft, you could make all sorts of things and just take a screenshot of it. You just that's
right. You can use Chat GPT right now to create an AI image of what you just said.
Exactly. That's right.
It's just I just don't. To me, it just doesn't like line up to like what really would happen. So so that's a little disappointing. And and then obviously the other thing was with the whole gender-based relationships you can have.
Yeah.
Not just male, female, but also what was the option? Non-binary, and then none as well. You can sort of opt to have no romantic relationships in the game too. So and that's caused a bit of a tiff online, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's great because it was a big thing after the first game, how you could have like no same-sex relationships, and this is a game about just making characters, plopping them on an island, and seeing what they do. So you want just from a pure gameplay perspective, you just want like a bunch of diverse characters doing different things and seeing how they interact with one another. Like, because otherwise, that's like right. In the original one, it's just like I've got 20 boys, I've got 20 girls, they will all find their partner, and it will be beautiful. But in this one, you can make it so like, I don't know, a girl might go up to a guy, and the guy goes, I actually don't want a relationship. Or so they just do different things. Like, I want to put all of those characters in a house, and that house just basically becomes a brothel, Josh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just becomes some sick place. So my island's going to be something special. Absolutely.
Man, that sounds amazing, Drew. I can't wait to visit it with my own me that you create.
Yeah, no, you can't. Oh, yeah, I've got to make a Josh me. I'll just say you'll be in it.
Josh me. Yeah,
you'll be the pimp.
I'll make a Drew one. Don't worry. He'll wear a white t-shirt though. I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, wear a white t-shirt. Absolutely. Make me look big. All right, I'll go through some dot points, Josh. If you want to stop me on any of these, I can read more into them. Just before I do that, though, just welcome to the chat. Foolish Fuji, welcome to the House of Mario. Really do appreciate you popping in.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. She says, I made many me's for Miitopa, so naturally I had one of me. And that's when I said that I actually don't even have my own me on my Switch. So, yeah. If you got hardcore into Miitopia, you'll be set for this game. I did not get hardcore into Miitopia on Switch. So that does not help me. But as far as the dot points go, so me characters with character. So it showed in the Direct how you could choose the different options from their personality to their sexual preferences, their gender, all of that type of thing, which was pretty cool. It showed a uni student. I forgot the name of the uni student that they've shown off, but it looked interesting. We can make some really weird characters. I liked in the Meat Creator as well how like you could draw on them and actually have like a little bit more than what you would expect on the Wii. Yeah, because when the bear character popped up, I'm like, how did you make him? And it showed me. I'm like, there you go. Because if you make a bear on the Wii, it's like this heinous thing. Like you got to make his eyebrows, its ears, and all this shit. It's like that's scary stuff. So you can help the residents connect. Once created, Miis will need some help getting on their feet. One way to do this is to bring various residents together. And I loved this, Josh, because it had like the same animation as like when you pick up the Mii's in the Mii Maker channel or the Mii Plaza with like the A and B buttons on Wii, and you pick them up with the cursor. It's just hanging by the head and they just wobble. That was very nostalgic. That's like one of my. That was like one of the moments from the director. I'm like, ooh, just something so simple. It's like I love the. While I'm not super excited for the game, I like the whole nostalgia element with the Mii's because I'm a big Wii fan. So just if it plays more into that, I'll be all about it. You can visit shops and islands and facilities, so help Mii's discover their favorite eats and all of that. So it just goes into some of the clothing things, like you can buy clothes and other buildings and all this sort of thing. I am not familiar. I don't know if this direct answered it. I don't think it did, but how do you actually get currency in the game to buy these things? Like, what's the gameplay loop to earn money to buy things?
Yeah.
It didn't tell me. I got no idea.
Great question. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because it showed money. I'm like, the first question I had was like, all right, how do I get money? Because that would be the whole thing of
Have you played the first one?
I did, but so long ago, and I didn't play it that long. Like, I played it for maybe like 5 or 8 hours. Like, I didn't really get into it. Because I hear, like, I was listening to Seth Sturgill the other day, and he said, like, he put, like, over, like, 100-something hours into it. I'm like, how the hell did you play this for 100-something hours? Like, for me, I made a few Mii's, and I made them interact. And I'm like, that was fun. I got my $50 worth. So you got a pallet house workshop, and it showed off towards the end of the direct how you could do all these different designs. And I thought that was pretty cool, just how different your island can look. So I'm not that creative. Mine will just look like a standard island. But I thought that was pretty cool. So a bunch of different ways you can customize your characters. And you can actually give them quirks as well. So it seems like you can earn quirks throughout the game. So you can give them different poses and strikes, influence what their favorite foods are, just what their ending sentences are, which is pretty humorous. So yeah, I think like giving the characters some of that stuff would be pretty funny. Like especially that ending motto or phrase. I thought that was pretty funny. It's like you give ones like, you know what I mean? And it says it like in that way, that little squeaky voice thing.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We'll have to think of ones for each other for our Mii's. We'll have to create our little quirks and our catchphrases at the end.
Yeah. I
think that'd be pretty fun.
I reckon.
For your... just check, Drew.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go.
No, I was going to say something dumb. Don't worry. You go.
All right. So I just checked on the 3DS version. You made money by maximizing Mii happiness, solving their problems, food, clothing, relationship issues, petting them, and receiving daily donations.
Yeah, cool. So you just play the game, make them happy, keep them content, get cash.
Yep.
Cool.
No,
awesome. Thanks for looking that up. So yeah, like obviously I don't want to go too much in this. If you're really interested, you go and check out 20-minute direct. But the game looks interesting. Comes out a month after Pokopia. So yeah, we have plenty of options for cozy games. With a brand new update of Animal Crossing, Tomodachi Life, Pokopia. Who knows? We might have some other options going in the later half of the year too,
isn't it?
Yeah. Get the Switch too, and they're just like just cozy up, enjoy yourself, have a good time.
That's right.
Don't worry about any of those stressful games. We got no Zelda or Pokemon or Mario or Splatoon or anything this year. Just relax, calm down. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. I'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm interested. We'll see how much I actually play it when the game comes out. Because the first one I was just like, I find it funny how you get, especially back then, like whole text to speech wasn't all that common. So having like your words said in funny ways, and the 3DS was fantastic as well because it had the camera, so you could my Mii Plaza was already maxed out. Because you could just go online, go to forums, just scan QR codes with your 3DS. And there's whole forums just dedicated to sharing Mii's. So I would go on there and go, oh, Peter Griffin, SpongeBob, all sorts of different things. And all the ones I had from my Wii just transferred over. Like, it was just a much better platform for games based around Mii's. Whereas Switch just really, it isn't it. Even though it has it like deep in the options, I'm like, I'm not doing that. But in this game, there was no way of like sharing Mii's either. Like, was it Miitopia? Like you put in a code. I think you share codes. So it was a similar thing, but with the 3DS. But obviously you can't scan it, so it's not as quick. But it seems like you got to create them from scratch, or that the game can sort of help you make them. Just maybe give you a bit of a template to start off with. So yeah, I wonder like how, I feel like I'll do more of what this game set out to do, because the first one, we'll talk about the differences between the first Direct back 11 years ago compared to this one. But this Direct was very much just like, hey, look, like you're kind of like role playing in some ways, like you're making up people. It doesn't seem to be as much about like, you can make Josh, you can make your friends, you can make this celebrity. It's not really about that. It kind of seemed more like this person's a uni student and this person's a doctor, and like it's just like this role playing on this island. And I'm kind of about that. I kind of maybe if I tackled the first game in that way, like actually have maybe make yourself, maybe I'll make Josh, maybe I'll make some other close friends and all of that. Maybe some joke cartoon character I can put in there. But the idea of role-playing in this game actually sounds kind of fun. Like, yeah, have this like shy college student and then like this clown and doctor have, just like somebody who's obsessed with airplanes and can't stop talking about them. Somebody who aspires to be a chef, and you can sort of like role-play this island and make it yours as like time progresses. I kind of like that idea. I like the way they sort of positioned the game and how you play it, because it is really whatever you make it. You can make it a playground with your friends and laugh when, you know, I put my me's in the house and Josh and Drew hook up in the Tomodachi Life. I'm like, whoa, Josh, we're lovers in a different universe. There you go. Or you could do this other approach where it is it's not real people. But yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about that? Because it is really whatever you make of it.
I learned pretty quickly with Metopia, you get out of it what you put into it. So if you really go crazy with the creations and sort of like, you know, have a fun storyline with the me's you create, it's just going to add so much more to it. So I think my recommendation, if it's the same thing as Metopia, is just take the time to create the cool me's that go into the game. You're going to have some fun along the way. So it was super enjoyable doing it like that. So I think more the same here. It's just, you know, very, very, you know, very funny how like I compared it to the 3DS one, the Direct, and just how like, you know, they talk about Samus and creating like having their love, like confessing their love for each other and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I think it was, you know, trying to appeal to that kind of, you know, like this is sort of like meta Nintendo kind of like a game for those types of fans, whereas this is like sort of showing, you know, it can be anyone. And you know, we didn't know any of these characters beforehand, Hugh Morris, Dr. Winters, all of that. But I sort of like fell in love with them by the end of it. I thought this is great. I just thought they were great characters, and they sort of delivered it in a really funny way. So anyone can do the same thing, really, can't they? Now with their own version of the game, it'll be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make all these characters with pun names and just have fun with it. Because like you said, I love like the parallels between Nintendo 10 years ago compared to how they market a very similar game, obviously the sequel, but like even the beats of the Direct were the same. Like the love scene towards the end, they did the exact same thing with the first game.
Same.
Yeah. But in the first game, it was very much like, look, there's Reggie, there's Iwata, there's Miyamoto. Bill Trinan was the news anchor who was basically the host of the Direct. Like these Nintendo personalities back in the day, they were the ones that were really driving the humor behind it. And like you said, like they mixed in Zelda, Link, Samus amongst these characters. So the characters that they used were literally like high up Nintendo execs along with a few Nintendo characters. And it made it very strange how like Anuma was confessing his love for Zelda, and then like all of a sudden like Anuma just Miyamoto just like turns around. it's like
wait.
It's like it's very, very strange. Like it's a very strange game. And like you'd imagine just like my reaction to that, just rewatching it was like, oh, that's why Anuma works on the Zelda games, because he loves her. That's why. But it's like towards the end of the first Direct 11 years ago, they had a love scene, a love triangle between Samus. They're all on a beach. Was it Bill Trinan? He confesses his love. Then Iwata comes, confesses his love, and Reggie, I think. Like, it doesn't matter what order, doesn't really matter. But it was like a very similar thing, and then Awada ended up winning the love triangle there. So Samus and him
emerging from the ocean.
Yeah, just absolutely beautiful story. But the exact same thing happened with, I guess, Hugh Morris. Getting love confessed to him, and all of the characters popping out, and eventually going with whatever her name is, Miss Winters. I don't know. So,
Dr. Winters.
Dr. Winters.
Who is a shopkeeper at every shop, has a doctorate, but is a shopkeeper at every shop.
Yeah, busy woman.
Drew, it took me way longer than it should have to get Hugh Morris was humorous.
Yeah, because he's a clown.
Yeah. Oh, like I didn't get it straight away. Like after the direct, it was when I got it. Like it was bad, Josh, that was bad. The pun went straight over my head. I felt like a big dum-dum for it, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know if during the direct I was thinking about it all that much, but yeah, just especially now, like, because when I was watching, I wasn't saying Hugh Morris, but yeah, say it out loud. Like I Google it to get the picture for the episode thumbnail, and like some other guy just pops up called Hugh Morris. I thought it was funny. So there's like real people out there with Hugh Morris, so their name is just a pun. So that's even funnier.
That's great.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be fun for when this game comes out. It'll be good content just to talk about like our characters and all that. It'll be good just to be a fun game to share. Sure. And that just takes me back to the point of Nintendo locking the ability to take screenshots. It just it's all that much more frustrating. And I know that pain firsthand because Super Smash Brothers does that. You can't take screenshots of Super Smash Brothers, and that is so annoying because they want you to use the app. I don't want to use the app because I just want to hit the button. Right. I just want to hit the button. The very convenient button you put there. But alas, we can't do it. You have to just play it hooked up to a capture card. So whenever your Trump does something funny, you can take a screenshot and send it directly to him. And he'll be very upset. I don't know.
Perfect.
I'm sure.
Perfect. Yep. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. All right, let's move on, Josh. So this is actually really exciting. So the Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics lineup is set to come out very soon, and we're going to get 2 brand new unreleased games, D Hopper and Zero Races. And these games aren't going to blow you away, but just from a historical point of view, a preservation point of view, fantastic Nintendo's doing this, and it's a really cool, I guess, feature to add to their online service to kind of juice it up a little bit. And last time we saw this was with Star Fox Zero, an unreleased SNES game that came to the SNES Classic and later on Nintendo Switch Online. But when does this thing come out, Josh? When does the actual Virtual Boy hardware come out?
17th of Feb, so that's a Tuesday, I believe. So cool. 5 days after Mario Tennis Fever. So all posted by My Nintendo on their store. So I hope I get it on the Tuesday. Otherwise, it might be a Wednesday thing. Yep. You haven't ordered one, have you?
No. No. I mean, I would love one. I think like just I'm not as into Nintendo knickknacks as you are. I don't want to get the talking flower, for example. But as far as like actual replicas of their hardware and something I can use on Switch, absolutely, I'll get one eventually. But yeah, I don't feel any draw to get one now, and it's not super cheap, $140. So yeah, I'll get one eventually, whenever the time comes. But are you slotting your Switch 2 straight into it? You're going to play some games pronto? Because at launch, what have we got?
100%.
We've got 3D Tetris, Galactic Pinball, Telero Boxer, Virtual Boy Wario Land, The Mansion of Innsmouth, Golf, Red Alarm. That's all coming at launch. So what are you jumping into? 3D Tetris. That's going to be your first one, isn't it?
Well, I will try it in red for as much as possible, but I do feel I'm going to be changing the color, which is an option here, to maybe to white or something a bit less abrasive on my eyes. I'm just like, as a Nintendo fan, this is my angle. I just want to appreciate these games as what Nintendo intended for them to be back in the day, like why they thought this was a good idea, 30 years ago now. This is pretty crazy. So, yeah, I like Tellero Boxer here is pretty good. The Wario Land Virtual Boy is really good. So they'll probably be my starters. And then, we're going to get like eventually Zero Races, which is an F-Zero spin-off, which was cancelled and never came out. I think that's just such a cool piece of lore. And so I just want to like experience that game and see all the references.
It's going to make you so sick.
And then
racing game in it.
Like,
oh,
and
my
then,
God.
oh yeah. And then like D-Hopper, like that, I think that's going to confuse me more because like this is a bird's eye view of a platforming kind of game. So
yeah,
which I feel is a very weird angle to have a game
cancelled for a reason.
Yeah, potentially. So
I think, yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be playing long hours into these, but I'm definitely keen to get the experience. That's for sure. So, the other thing is for the authentic experience, you're going to have to get your setup right. I'll be playing on a desk here, I'd say. I don't know if I'll be playing it downstairs. So I'll have to do that, lean into it. See how it works. So, like, so bizarre that Nintendo are doing this. And I think that's such an awesome thing that they're getting it part of NSO. And why the hell not? So it's sold out in the States, I think, like the Virtual Boy console. So they haven't made enough to meet demand. So maybe it's going to sell a bit more than they originally thought. It might actually sell more than the actual original launch did back in the day, which would be crazy.
Yeah, it very, very well could. Yeah. I mean,
it's entirely possible.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's exciting for us here and Europeans because we never got it, like just America and Japan. No. So a good opportunity to get a Virtual Boy on the shelf rather than paying God knows how much. Like, we got to import it, like, for the most part, except for collectors who are already off-selling it if they don't want it anymore. But yeah, no, fantastic. Looking forward to you getting it, Josh, hearing all about it. And I'll get it another day. Will I wait for it on sale? I would if it ever went on sale, but it won't. They don't do sales on Nintendo.
Equivalent in the meantime?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They got the cardboard version. Absolutely not. No.
$30 one. It's a bit cheaper.
No, we won't be doing that. I do feel like I would be a little bit more excited if actually a Virtual Boy controller was included. A bit more authentic.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm a little annoyed by. I really wish they did the controller as well.
Like it would cost more, like I'm saying, but it's not cheap as it is. But yeah,
sure.
A controller would be good.
I'm happy to pay it though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just to get one, and that'd be a bit of a display piece for me as well. Actual, replica of a Virtual Boy controller, because that's the other thing. Like, an actual real Virtual Boy was on my list of things to get to add to my collection, and now I feel like maybe I don't need to get that now, and that's a super expensive item. I could this kind of suffices in the meantime, except for the controller.
Yeah. No, I mean, enjoy it. Looks like in the chat, Foolish Fuji, she said that she pre-ordered the Talking Flower, so you're definitely in good company.
You and me both.
Yep.
I'm
glad Nintendo's impressed you with that Talking Flower. All right. Let's move on to some controversy over the last few days since Dispatch launched on Switch and Switch 2. So those that don't know, Dispatch on the Nintendo platforms, they were censored. So within the game, there is a toggle you can press on Steam and PlayStation in the settings to basically put black bars over, nipples and penises and the root finger apparently as well. Talking to Zach, who played through it. So yeah, it's just been censored, so you can't see certain things. And in those other versions, you can choose to have it on or off. But in the Switch version, it's on, and you can't turn it off. You got no options. So that led to a lot of like hoo-ha over the last couple of days, just like, why is Nintendo censoring this? And for me, it was an interesting sort of story to follow because over the the generation of Switch, Nintendo's actually been really good for not censoring games. A lot of more sexualized Japanese games over on PlayStation were actually getting censored, and Nintendo had the non-censored console version on their platform. And obviously we know what's going on in the eShop at the moment. If you type in sex or hentai or anything like that, you'll pop up with a lot of games. Every week there's just all this trash flowing onto the eShop. So it was kind of strange to me here that like, Nintendo's censoring nipples and dicks. It's like, really? Like, I don't know about that. But we do have a statement on the ad hoc Discord channel. So let's read it and we'll talk about it from there. So, quote, we've been quiet for the last few days, not because we don't want to address this stuff, but because we've been trying to make sure we're being good partners with Nintendo. They've made their own statement regarding this issue. As Nintendo states, any game that's going to be on the Nintendo platform needs to meet Nintendo's established content and platform guidelines. This is the key point. Nintendo has content guidelines. Our game didn't meet those guidelines, so we made changes that would allow us to release on their platform. That's what happened here. Honestly, we thought this would be obvious since we're the devs that released the fully uncensored version of the game on other platforms. We initially assumed, like some of you, because games like Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk are on the platform with similar types of uncensored mature content, Dispatch would be allowed to do the same thing. During the porting process, it became clear that was not the case. So we asked that we include a disclaimer on the store page to inform customers that content would be different than on other platforms. We worked with Nintendo to get the storefront language approved. Where we absolutely need to take full ownership is the placement of that disclaimer. Again, it was our intent to go out of our way to tell people looking to buy the game that the content was censored. While we didn't have the complete control of the language, we did have the control of the placement. Wires got crossed and we put the disclaimer in the field initially titled disclaimer instead of the about the game section. We didn't catch this until after the launch, then we saw people saying we should have called out the changes on the store page, and we went to go to make sure it was there. It technically has been the entire time in the absolute worst spot that makes it look like we're trying to hide it. This is 100% our mistake and was fixed in the Americas store page a few hours after launch to give more visibility. We've also added a disclaimer before purchase. As of writing this, other regions have either published this or changed this, are in the process of review. So what now? We're already working with Nintendo on a path forward. While we can't make any specific promises just yet, we're confident we're able to push the update to access at least some of the censored content. We'll get ahead of it now and say that between dev time and console submission process, we're talking weeks, not days. To our fans who are looking forward to playing the uncensored version on Switch, we're truly sorry. People have the right to be pissed. Lots of lessons learned here. Thanks for sticking with us. More soon. End quote. So yeah, it seems like Nintendo have a process that didn't allow this specific game to get the content non-censored. And it is strange because they did bring up other examples like The Witcher and Cyberpunk from CD Projekt Red. And in that game, there's similar content. So, you know, genitals, nipples, I guess that's the main thing that probably Nintendo had a problem with here. And just to, I guess, make it fair to the other games that I mentioned, like Hentai Puzzle and all of this other stuff on the eShop, checking it out over the last couple of days, I just wanted to see what those games actually contain. A lot of it is MA 15 plus rated content here in Australia, so it actually doesn't show any of that. It is just people in bikinis and beach shorts and all of that type of thing. So yeah, a strange situation that is frustrating. Like there's obviously there's a process behind the scenes that I think Nintendo, they need the content to be the same across all regions. And if one of those regions doesn't line up with, I guess, what content is actually in the game, all of the versions of the game across all of the languages need to be changed. So it's obviously different to what the game experienced launching on Steam and PlayStation, which didn't experience any of this. So yeah, interesting. We'll see if they can fix it. I know for me personally, it just, without sort of, I guess, looking into it all that much, it just feels like Nintendo is the kids' platform and it's censored automatically. Even if like you're a 31-year-old dude who spent $700 on this thing, plays a lot of games on it, you've got no choice. You're a baby. Don't worry about it. That's just like the first thing what sort of pops up. And you know, it is frustrating just to say it. But hopefully they get it fixed because, yeah, it's not really like a deal breaker. But there are certain scenes in the game where, the sexualization is played up quite a bit, and it's like quite a big story motivator as well, because you're making lots of choices in this game, and there's some pretty big choices about who you want to romance in the game. So, it plays a lot into that. It's not just gooners online, be like, oh, where's my boobies, or dicks, or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about it, Josh? I don't know if you've got any interest in Dispatch or any of this stuff, but what was your take when this was happening?
Yeah, like I've definitely been like knowing it's going to come to Switch 2, kind of like, okay, like this looks really interesting. Like I'll wait to hear what people say about it. And it is frustrating that, this censorship does happen on Nintendo platforms still. But I can understand why. And that's the issue. And I suppose like, maybe to the untrained eye, Dispatch looks like a superhero game, and there's a scenario where you don't think, kids could be playing this when they probably shouldn't. And because of that risk, Nintendo has decided to, cut it back. And then I don't even know, it's probably this. And you mentioned it with how you've looked into the hentai games. There's no actual nudity then, from the looks of it or sounds of it. So it's a consistent approach then, because they're allowed on, because there's no nudity, but there's nudity here, and that's the line. So, I suppose if you really want the uncensored version, you're gonna have to go elsewhere. Otherwise, if that's not really a deal breaker to you, it's still available on the Switch 2, maybe a little bit watered down. So, I just like, ratings are there for a reason. I just wish, if they allowed it, could they have done something else to sort of really sort of make sure that the right people were buying this game and not going into the wrong hands, maybe, so to speak. But it's definitely something they're going to have to change, and eventually maybe. Or, I think a lot of people were left a little startled when it happened so close to release date as well. So I think going forward, I think that's a big thing as well, to, make people like, here it is, and people can still make their choice and be given enough time. I understand that people have, like, in our Discord, there were a couple of people who asked for a refund, and they were given the refund. And so that's a good thing, because, that might have been, the idea of censoring it would be enough for people to want their money back. And that's fair enough, because you want the game probably the way they intended it. So, it's a very tricky one to get the balance right.
Yeah, and I think what's most frustrating about it is, like, the censorship. It's not really censorship. The mode was there in the other games for people that might feel a little bit uncomfortable just with seeing that on their TV screen. Like, some people don't really like seeing nudity. They don't want to see that type of stuff. So just put black bars over it, so you don't have to feel uncomfortable while playing this otherwise very awesome superhero game. So the idea of it being locked on here is just kind of frustrating, because it's not a kid's game. It's not going to solve anything for anything like that. It's just taking choice away. So when you're paying the same amount as everybody else, but you just want to play it on Switch, that's when it becomes frustrating. But people know about it now. Hopefully they're a lot more honest about it on the actual eShop itself, so you can make the decision yourself. I talked about it with Zach over on the spoiler cast I recorded a couple of days ago, and he didn't lose anything necessarily playing it on Switch. He mentioned that his wife probably would have wanted to play with it on anyway, so it wasn't too big a deal for him. But that's a decision you got to make. Unfortunately, if you want to play on Switch, you shouldn't really have to think about it, but it's where we are right now, unfortunately. All right, just a couple more news stories, Josh. We'll go through these relatively quickly, just because I want to get to some other stuff, and we are at the hour mark already. But I don't know if you've seen this. I just sort of saw this over the last day or so. I think actually, I guess it only got announced. But Google's got a brand new AI engine called Project Genie. And this looks insane, dude. So somebody used it. Who on Blue Sky posted this? So Jay Peters posted a game that he made with Genie 3. And it used an AI model, and it basically created a game that looks identical to Breath of the Wild, just with like janky characters and like not as good textures. But just crazy stuff. I just wanted to put this in there, Josh, because we are going to enter an age of AI slop beyond our imagination. And I do not want this whatsoever, because there are a lot of, like, people complain about, say, the state of Pokemon. People complain about Call of Duty every year. It's just mass market stuff that's pushed out to the biggest audience. But man, the idea of these companies being able to make it 200 times quicker with no human emotion behind it, no creativity, just aimed at an audience. And if people don't care about it and this just becomes the norm, we could say goodbye to the creative arts. Like, it's all gone. Like, and I've honestly got no interest in paying attention to games and movies and music and all that made from a computer. I've got no interest in it. So I thought I'll just bring it up here just because I want to, I guess, say my piece in some ways, because typically it's not like a topic we talk about on a Nintendo focused show, but it's looking scary, man. This looked like very close to a Breath of the Wild. Obviously, if you really dig into it and look at the mechanics and the story and everything, it's probably got nothing there. It might just be a game world, but very close. Like, my God. I don't know if you've seen the video that I linked you, but Jesus.
I have. Yeah, I've seen a Mario Kart one as well. And
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, like I this is obviously very new by Google, and they'll obviously, I'm sure, be talking to partners right now, probably Nintendo included, about this sort of stuff and the dangerous precedent it sets. I feel it will get scaled back a bit eventually, because you know what, on ChatGPT they don't let you knowingly create trademarked images and things like that. They won't let you. There's barriers around it, so I'm sure there'll be some rulings going into it that amend it slightly. But I think I'm not as harsh on it maybe as you are, Drew. I think there's some great application opportunities here for bigger world games to sort of really like speed up the development process and do more fun things. I don't know, like there could be really good opportunity for existing artists to work on other things in more detail that AI can't do, and this sort of supplements it in a way. But that's the trade-off you might have to get. But in a reality is that it's coming one way or another. So people have got to learn how to use AI, the tools, and use it in a smart way. Because if you know how to use it and be good with it, that's going to treat you better going forward. So its presence is here to stay. I think we can definitely just work out and determine how we can manage it best, and so it doesn't go crazy, and do the things that you mentioned of ultra trash and nothing, the artistic flair, the human creative mind being lost in the process, which we obviously don't want.
Yeah, I guess I just want to clarify too, because like, just what I really have a problem with is like generative like AI, like something like this, where it literally spits out everything, spits out the programming, spits out the art, spits out the story, just does it all. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, AI has got great potential to like in game development, like maybe specifically, just the idea of developers being able to keep all the information in a game, being able to like crunch numbers, stress test the game, all of that type of thing, just done just within their own systems. I listened to a really interesting interview with Ken Levine, and he talked about with the development of Judas, how they've got like their own AI system. So basically, I think their game, they describe Judas as a game where you make your own decisions, and those decisions sort of impact the world. And basically, like, a developer can go like, oh, what if I do this? If I make this story choice in the game, what does this do? And if I want to add this, how can I implement it in a way that won't break the whole game? And like, their own AI system will actually tell them how to do it or fit it in. So it seems like developers are finding very interesting ways at the moment. Everybody's learning, and typically, I guess, like, since AI is still so new, right now developers are developing their first game AI assisted. So there are great ways to do it, but when it comes down to like artwork and music and like the arts that are meant to be designed by humans, that's where I have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with like QA testing, for example. I know that takes away a lot of jobs, and especially entry-level jobs into the industry, which is a big problem, which needs to be sorted out. But just from a logistics point of view, like just running an AI system to be like, all right, this is broken. If I go here, the character clips. If I go here, the game crashes. Like, and the system's just triggering through that just far better, far quicker than any group of humans could do, makes a lot of sense, not just number crunching stuff. But if it just spits out a Zelda game, or it spits out just artwork just inspired by other games, and it pretty much just rips them off. Even if like Nintendo seeing this, 100% have their lawyers just making sure that Google can't do this on there, and many others can't. But yeah, it was interesting to see. It was looks like it's becoming very powerful very quickly, especially Google's side of things. Google seems to be leading the AI race. Because I tell you, when I use my iPhone and it encourages me to use their AI, I'm like, it's fucking useless. Yeah, I think that comes down to Google they steal everyone's information, where Apple, they don't. But
and it just suits so well when you Google now, it comes up with an AI response, and a lot of the time it gives me the answer that I need. So it's pretty amazing. And yeah, it has a big repository now of information and can build their tools from it. So yeah, I can definitely see why they're the leader. Yeah,
100%. So keep your eye on that. And last but not least, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director says that we'll see an update to the Switch 2 version very soon. Or, sorry, quote, very near future. Don't have to read it. There was an interview on Polygon where he recently spoke about it. Don't have to go too much into it, but basically they're working on it, they're polishing it, and we'll see information on it very soon. So kind of hints towards 2026 release. So that'd be interesting to get both games within the same year. And also goes to maybe speculate when we'll get a announcement of the third part of Final Fantasy VII as well. So I'll be interested to see how Rebirth runs on Switch, because Remake seems to runs very well, but Rebirth, open world, it struggled on base PlayStation 5. So I hope they're wizards over there, and they make it run pretty well on Switch. But I think on Steam Deck, and it runs okay. So it's definitely hope. Definitely hope. I will say though, like downloading a Remake on Switch 2, I had to delete so much. It's like a 90 gig game.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if
that's what's holding me from getting on Switch, is just the downloads. I'm just going to have to move so much stuff. So, yeah.
Because like my other platforms that I play, like my PC's got 3 terabytes, my PS5's got 4 terabytes, and my Legion Go 2 has 4 terabytes. So I'm like, yeah, these big games, Switch, I don't know. They're making it tough. I need a terabyte SD card pronto.
Yeah, that's right.
It is too expensive.
Correct.
All right. So Josh, let's jump into what we've been playing. I don't know what you've been playing. I assume you've been doing something. Skyward Sword progression, perhaps? What's been going on?
Only a little bit in Skyward Sword. I'm still trying to upgrade my sword with the third flame, and in the dungeon in Elden Volcano at the moment. So I'm near the end of it. I think I'm about to do the boss battle. So very close. Still, like, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing this week, and my main aim was to get the Nintendo consoles. So I've been on my island, I've been at the hotel, and they've got like a DIY crafting station at the front of it, and you got to craft all these things they need. And if you got around 50, I think, you'd be able to buy the Nintendo consoles from the shop on the inside. So I was able to do that, and I bought all the consoles, and you can play the games through them, but I just really wanted them for the collection. So yeah, I had to, like, because you can craft from things not just in your items, you can also, like, if it's in your storage, you can still craft using those items. So that's a big time saver. But my years of hoarding only worked so far. Then I had to, like, hunt for selective things. I had to do, like, I needed tulips, and I needed giant shell clams or whatever. So I had to go to island visits. So I had to wait a couple of extra days than I wanted to, but I got there eventually. So yeah, kind of a hunting that way in Animal Crossing game, which was fun.
Yeah, nice.
That's about it.
I usually sell my shells. So like, I'm like, I've got to start hoarding shells now. Because usually I just go fishing, pick up shells, just sell some stuff, just make a bit of cash. But yeah, I actually got to start getting some shells as materials now.
Yeah. Yes, if you want the consoles, I would recommend that, because there was a lot of shells I needed in the end, and they were the things that did hold me back.
So have you got any of the consoles yet?
Yeah, I do. Yep, I got the Switch 2, got the Famicoms, got the Super Nintendos, the Game Boy. It's yeah.
Awesome.
good all round collection now.
So you can play games on like the NES and like stuff you get. What game can you play on the Switch too? Can you play like a free copy of Donkey Kong Bonanza?
You can't play on the Switch.
Oh, why not?
No. Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on, you get a free copy of Mario Kart World, surely, when you unlock the Switch too.
Like you're playing it right now, buddy. What are you thinking? What are you expecting?
Yeah. Back in the day, that would have been a good rumor. Just unlock the Switch 2. You can play like the latest Nintendo, whatever the latest release is. You can play it straight away, just in Animal Crossing for free. Yeah,
that would have been good. That would have got people in, I reckon.
Yeah. So haven't been tempted to go back to Skyward Sword. Don't tell me this is the fall off of Skyward Sword, Josh. You got to keep at it, mate.
I did play over the weekend. I played a couple of hours, or maybe just a bit under an hour.
Yep,
a couple hours. Cool. Sorry. I'll play more of it this week, but I'm determined not to fall off of it. Don't worry.
Yep. No, don't you dare fall off.
Dare worry, Drew.
No, I'm not worried now, mate. I've been eased.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Sweat bead has been wiped off the forehead. Don't worry about that. Yeah,
good.
When you finish it, when you finish Skyward Sword, if you want to do like a spoiler discussion about it, if you feel like it was interesting enough, we should do it. That'll be fun.
I'd love to.
I'll have to definitely. Just look up a couple of cutscenes and things again, but yeah, that'll be fun because that's a story worth talking about for sure.
100%.
But for me, I haven't played too much. I've been spending too much time doing these extra podcast things for the last week, to be honest. Like, every night I was doing something, which was fun. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I want to do some more podcasting like this next year. The only thing I was just trying to balance it with actually playing the games. That's the difficult thing because podcast time is game time. So yeah. So I haven't really played too much, to be honest. At least anything too notable. But yeah, still I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but not enough of it to like really talk about it. But I definitely want to get that wrapped up. Tomorrow night I'm going to try and do both at once. I'm going to be streaming Titanfall 2 because in one of the Gamecasts recordings that I did, the video titled what games I'm playing in February. I basically picked like the newest releases I want to play, some backlog stuff, some retro games, and I put them all together in it's a list I can look at throughout the week or throughout the month and go, I want to play that. That's what I feel like tonight, or like what I said, doing my gaming journal where I've got it all written out. And it's like good overview just to jump into it. So Titanfall 2, it's one of those things I've had in my backlog for almost 10 years. It came out 2016, so it's been there for a while. It's relatively not too long. So yeah, I'm dedicating a couple of streams to that. I'll do that throughout the week, and it should be fun. But yeah, I don't have too much to report on, unfortunately. But yeah, I need to get the Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, it's one of those things too, because it's like got it on Switch, but I don't want to miss any dialogue or anything. That's the problem with these good games with voice acting. I can't find them harder to play because I don't want to miss the talking. Maybe Pokemon's onto something. I can easily play that because they just beep and bop every time I press the A button. It's just beep, 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 beep.
They weren't so wrong all along.
Yeah, maybe they're onto something. Yeah. So that's all I've been playing. Yeah.
Quite a week from us.
Yeah, pretty quiet week. All right. So let's jump into some questions before we wrap up the show, Josh. So Luke, he asked, if I brought Dispatch but haven't played it yet, should I wait until next month to see if they make any changes? So referring to this censorship. I was gonna bring this up earlier in the show when we were actually talking about it, but I forgot. Naughty host, slap on wrist. Sorry. I would say no. Like you'll definitely be missing something, and it's not just like being a goon or anything like that. It is just like the impact of what's happening. Like there is a scene that's like, it's pretty full on, and it impacts how you feel and your decisions throughout the rest of that episode. So yeah, like you do miss some things, but I mean, if you bought it, it's a great game. I wouldn't feel like you have to wait for it, and it's not even guaranteed. Like they might not be able to work anything out. And to be honest, as well, You finish the game and they take away the censorship. It's a great excuse for another playthrough. See what you missed, make some other decisions, and play the game again. So yeah, don't hold off, Luke. Definitely jump into it.
Get into it.
Yeah. From Dolphin Pants, just want to give a shout out to my boy Hugh Morris. I'm a little bit hesitant with no sharing of content online aspect. Like, I'm sure it's fun, but I want to be able to download random me's to fill my island with. It's absolutely. I think we feel that way too. I just want a bunch of dictators on my island, all living together. Maybe Jeffrey Epstein. Just make the Epstein Island. Just have some fun with it. But we can't do that.
I won't be doing that.
No, probably not. Probably not. And Zach, I just want to shout out Bubbles from the European/Australian Direct. Poor guy getting overshadowed by Hugh. Oh, so this is something I didn't know. Our local Direct got a different character. Is that true? Bubbles. Is that something you do? Is watch the local version of the Direct? Because I usually don't.
I have sometimes, but not all the time. Was there a different one again?
I feel like we should be supporting our local branch so they get the view.
Oh, we should. Because I know that Carlo, the barista, the old man, he's the love interest in the Japanese one as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
everyone loves it. Oh, they changed it around.
It's really fascinating. If I would have thought, I didn't think that it'd be different for this.
I didn't think they'd put that much effort into localizing it different for Europeans and Australians. Usually we just get handballed the other stuff. We really should watch the Australian one because we're always so confused with release dates. We've got to decipher it between the seasons and the release dates because it's swapped around in the format. So we should actually do it just so we don't have to do guessing games. When it says winter, we're like, beautiful, coming out June. Because otherwise we've got to do guessing work. We've got to do mathematics in our head.
There's a Marie. She was the main character. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is different, Drew. Oh, some of the island designs are different as well.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Yes, there you go.
I wonder if it's like a UK voice or a European voice instead.
Yeah. Oh, is it Bubbles the Clown? Is that what it is?
Is it the same character just called Bubbles? Or is that a different design?
It's a clown. I believe it's Bubbles. I'm just looking at it now. It's an actual clown, not a jester.
Yeah, so
Bubbles the Clown.
So Zach and the other Australians who watched it, they'll be like, who the hell's Hugh Morris? Who is this boy?
Hugh Morris. Yeah.
We're all trying to make these Bubbles puns, and then everybody else has no idea what we're on about.
In a marathon of life, sometimes you just have to jog in place. That's just maths.
Is that a Bubbles quote?
I'm going to watch this later. Yeah, it's a Bubbles quote.
Oh, beautiful. He sounds like a wise man.
I'm annoyed and also happy that they've done something different, but it's so weird. There's no Dr. Winters at all. The aliens are love interest.
Oh.
It is so different, Drew.
Wow. Yeah, that's not usually a thing.
That's everyone's different playthrough.
Yeah. It just highlights that, doesn't it?
Correct.
Cool. Well, Josh.
Thanks for bringing that up, Zach.
Yeah, that's great, Zach. We're just flabbergasted. We Bubbles.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a man we never knew about. Yeah, we do. Life is better. Well, Josh, that brings us to the end of the questions and the show tonight. Thank you very much to Luke, Dolphin Pants, and Zach for leaving a question. Thank you very much to Foolish Fuji, live here in the chat. I really do appreciate it. Josh, that brings us to the end. Anything you'd like to say before we have to slam the door and get on out of here?
Yeah, the Metacritic guessing game I mentioned, I put a link in the comments here, so check that out if you so wish. But yeah, let us know what you think about everything we talked about. Love to hear your comments, read them in the videos as well. But yeah, Drew, thank you so much for having me on. As always a pleasure.
Yeah, had a great time tonight. And everybody, appreciate you for listening to episode 347 of The House of Mario. But it's time to get on out of here, but I'm not going to slam the door right in your face. I'm going to play off some music as you walk out. Oh, I'm playing it, and it's not even connected to the Roadcaster. What? Oh, you dog. Maybe I'm not going to play some music. Why isn't it connected to the Rodecaster? Oh, you done me dirty. I was going to play the main theme for Street Pass, Me Plaza, to play you out, but...
And here to perform it live now, it's Drew. Take it away, buddy.
Yeah. No, not quite. All right. Is my Bluetooth going to work? No, we're not going to bother doing that. All right. I am just going to slam the door in your face. Get on out of here. The music's not working. I'm upset now. I'll see you next week. Have a bloody good one. Catch you later.
Bye, everyone.
The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.